Hello and welcome to How to Sew. I am Laura, your guide to all things design. So I'm going to show you how to trace a dart on your pattern. We have our tracing wheel. This one has a little nubby, it's not a solid line, it's got these little ridges on it. Don't use the ones that have big spikes. Those are for something completely different. The spikes will tear up your pattern and sometimes your fabric. So we have that. We have the tracing paper, which is, we're going to use yellow on this one because it should show up nicely against the black and gray. The tracing paper comes in white, yellow, orange, red, and blue, and you need to use the right color for your particular fabric, the type of fabric it is, and how dark or light the fabric is. You want your tracing to show up, but you don't want it to be like super dark or super light. So I suggest, if you're not sure, take some scraps and do some practice runs on the scraps just to make sure that you have the right contrast. I mean, it does wash out, so it's not a problem, but if you have a very sheer fabric, you want to make sure that it's not going to show through on the other side. So basically what I do is, I've got my pattern still lined up with my fabric. I'm going to flip that back for a moment. Hopefully it'll stay. And I'm just going to slide my tracing paper underneath the fabric, so I've got it folded so that we get both darts, right and left side, okay? And then I just put the pattern back over it. If maybe you don't see it, but I've got a big weight holding down my pattern down at the other end so that it stays stable, and that is highly recommended. So really all I'm going to do is trace my lines and I trace my marking, my waistline marking, because this is a high-waisted skirt, so I want to know as many points of contact as possible. Okay, let's see if it worked. Well, I can see it. I can probably go over this with a slightly darker color to get a better visual without compromising the fabric. Let's see. We go with red. Always be as precise as you possibly can. I think you can see that a little bit better in the camera. So there we go. And next we'll be sewing our darts together. Thanks. See you next time.